ever caught yourself saying, I wish I could turn my crafts into a craft business? This video is for you. And the best part, you don't need a ton of money, time, or experience. Just a little courage and a lot of heart. So let's get into it. Today, I'm giving you 5 actionable steps that you can take now to stop dreaming and get one step closer to becoming a confident craft business owner, even if you haven't sold a single item yet. As always, timestamps are included, so you can easily jump through the sections of today's video. But let's start with number 1. I'm sure you've probably heard of the phrase, fake it till you make it. But if you haven't, you should follow this mindset for step number 1. Now, I know you want to become a craft business owner, but are you acting like one? Because running a business is more than just a side hustle. The first step is to think like a business owner in all aspects of your life. Do you think business owners have the time to doom scroll on social media, binge watch their favorite TV shows for hours in their free time, or spend their money on materialistic things like clothes or new gadgets instead of resources to help them? No. One thing about craft business owners and any business owners that they are mindful of how they spend their time and money, even when they're not working. Think of it like a film production company approached you and wanted to film a docuseries on you and the start of your craft business journey. Would you act any differently? Change your daily routine? When a fake camera is recording you, you realize how much can change. Now, I'm not telling you to live this crazy, extravagant life, but what I am telling you is to practice being a business owner and step into that identity. Because the sooner you step into that, the sooner you will act like the CEO that you are meant to be. Now that you've adapted the CEO persona, we can move on to step number 2, knowing your strengths and weaknesses. I cannot stress how important it is to define the things that you are really good at and use them to your advantage, but also take a closer look at the things that you can improve on, because this is how you grow to be successful, since we are all unique and have different characteristics. I want you to take a piece of paper right now, or you can open up a new note on your phone and make 2 columns. The first column, write strengths, and the second one, write weaknesses. Then go to town and list all of your strengths and weaknesses. No, this is not to make yourself feel bad about yourself. That's not what I want to accomplish here. This is to help you better understand yourself. Because how on earth can you expect to run an entire craft business if you don't know what products you're great at making, how you manage your time, your communication skills, especially for customer service. And when you physically see them written down, whether it's on a piece of paper or your phone, you remember them. And your brain starts to recognize and remember that. And that's how you'll become one step closer to starting a craft business. I mentioned this phrase in my signature course, the CBB, but it's all about building a solid foundation first. Without that, it's going to take a lot of maintenance, from cleaning up the mess that you made if it was built on sand. Moving on to step 3, curating your craft business space. No, you don't need a huge fancy office or need to rent out a warehouse in an office building, but you do need a designated space to work. Why? Because your space directly affects your energy and productivity. Picture this, you're trying to brainstorm new product ideas for your craft business in a space that has piles of paper or a messy sink filled with dishes. And you're wondering why it's hard to come up with a new product idea. But say, for example, you have a clean desk with a rolling cart next to you that's filled with all of your craft supplies neatly organized. That feels like your business headquarters. You feel confident and happy to work in that craft space. And that attracts more positivity and brain flow. You could even add a fun little item like a decor piece, or even a sticky note that says CEO at work or keep going. Create a space that says this is important because it is. And seeing that every day reminds you of your goal to become a successful craft business owner. Okay, now step number 4 is something I really wish that I did, so I'm sharing it with you. It's to write a letter to your future self. There is something so moving writing about your current life and then reading it later on. Can you imagine your future self reading a letter from when you first started your business? Maybe you were sad, you felt unmotivated, you didn't believe in yourself, and maybe you were even disappointed. And then your future successful craft business self is now reading that letter and seeing how far you came from all of those obstacles that you faced along the way. Go grab your journal or even a piece of paper and put today's date on it. Write Write down your current life, where you are, what you hope to see for your future self. That letter becomes your anchor. When you feel the doubt creeping in, you can read it again and again and remember your why. And then hopefully, years later, you can even hang it up on your wall and keep it in a safe space to remind yourself that your dream came true. The last and final step that you can take today to start your craft business is do something now. So maybe you don't want to write that future letter to yourself just yet, or figure out your strengths and weaknesses. Instead, take one small, brave step today, because all businesses start with doing this. That step could be messaging a friend who owns a business and asking them questions about how they got started. It could be signing up for a free webinar. It could be researching how to open a craft business, or binge watch my YouTube videos. No pressure. The key, do something that nudges you forward, even if it's small, because momentum beats perfection every single time, especially if you do it consistently. So what's your brave step that you will take today? Comment below and let's cheer each other on. If you do just one of these 5 things today, you're already moving closer to becoming a craft business owner. You do not need to have all of the answers to begin. You just need to believe that your dream is worth starting. And if you are ready for a game plan, check out my free webinar in the video description. Take the leap, your 90-day roadmap to launching your craft business. Thank you as always for watching today's video. I hope you have a very crafty day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!
I'm so sorry.